Why do you ask Trevino to play with your hair every night?
Who asked that?
Because it make me leap. I like it. Hi Celebellas, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Boomer! And some of you answered the poll on my Instagram about whether we should talk about our relationship and how we overcame some of the problems that we had in the beginning. So that's what we gonna do. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll leave both our Instagrams below so you can follow us. Trevino and I met, when you guys are watching this, it will be almost 8.5 years that we've been together.
Yeah.
My eyelashes are falling off.
Really? Oh, she didn't. Can I put them on?
No. Trevino and I started dating. I had quite some baggage. I think that I dated a lot of guys that were older than me, who were just messing around with me and hurt my feelings. So I didn't really trust him. Like, I remember he even asked me for my number and I kept saying no. Like, I kept saying no.
I couldn't understand.
For like 2 weeks I was like, you know what, I can't, I don't want to, I really don't want to. And then towards the end of those 2 weeks I started seeing that he's not going away. He used to follow me to class, he used to carry my bag to classes, he used to be at he used to leave his classes early to wait for me outside my class. He used to go to class late because he used to walk me to class first. So yeah, and sit on the floor.
Yeah.
And sit on the floor because you were late.
Yeah, but that being said, I think that's one of the main reasons for this video, right? We want to be able to
encourage
speak to couples, encourage them and give them some advice. Being together for about 8.5 years, I think we sort of qualified to do this.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, so obviously I came with a lot of baggage, like from previous relationships, from my own personal issues that I had, like with my biological father, with life, and with just a lot of things. So I think that I had to learn how to love myself. And actually we were dating for quite a few months, and it's only like once I started going to church with Trevino that I realized that I'm worth more than whatever everyone did to me. I'm actually worthy of being loved by Trevino, and he was so different from anyone I've ever dated before. He was just so different from anyone that I ever dated before. And obviously I had trust issues in the beginning because I didn't want to be hurt again. But I think that the only way that I could overcome those trust issues that I had, which was actually like not trusting because of what other people have done, was getting close to God, definitely, and realizing that he has a plan and a purpose for me, and he created me for a plan and a purpose. And I wasn't a mistake. Even I was not a mistake, and no matter who hurt me in the past or who did whatever to me in the past, there was a purpose that God created me for. So I think definitely one of the ways that I overcame my trust issues and actually opened my heart to Trevino was definitely realizing that God created me for a purpose, and I am worthy of being loved, and I don't need to punish myself by thinking that he's going to do what other people have done to me and he's just going to leave me and whatever. So I think definitely step one would be getting close to God.
I think also for all the guys out there, what's important is realizing that when you do find that person, and Selina smiling, I don't know why, be patient. That's all I can say is be patient, especially when you find the one, or you think that she's the one. Be patient because she's hurting, and it was hard for me being in that position as well.
Don't lie, you're
not
so small.
Not understanding how to deal with it. For example, meeting someone who has a lot of baggage or been through a lot of bad relationships and a lot of negativity, and being told that you're not good and not being treated to the best.
Not have like a good model of what a healthy relationship is supposed to be like.
And also it's important to love and respect yourself first. Once you love and respect yourself first, then you can love and respect your partner.
Yeah, so definitely you need to know that you are special, you are worth amazing things, you are worthy of being loved.
And it ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna do a question before we carry on.
We can.
So someone wants to know, what's your opinion on staying together before marriage involving Christianity?
Oof.
Do you get negativity? Firstly, I think that first and foremost, and I can say this because I've been through it, Indians worry about what other people think too much. Like Indian people will do things to please other people but not please God. So because they're scared of what other people will say.
Yeah, people's opinions.
Exactly.
Basically.
So my salvation, his salvation, is between me and God and between him and God.
Yeah.
It doesn't involve anyone else. It's not like we're doing something terrible. And also, just by the way, FYI, God is everywhere. If your parents can't see what you're doing behind a closed door in your bedroom with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, God can still see what you're doing behind a closed door in a bedroom with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. So God is everywhere. If we want to do something, if we want to sin or do something silly that our parents can't see, God is still going to see it. So
it depends on you, and you need to be true to yourself.
Yeah.
Be true to your salvation. Know who you are in Christ.
And also don't rush.
Know your worth, and don't rush things.
Don't rush things. If you're not ready to do things, don't rush things. If the person really loves you, they will wait to do whatever
Definitely.
you're thinking of doing. Get negativity. We do, especially in the beginning, I think, from people who are not Christian and who think that Christians are holier than thou. So there's a lot of people who aren't Christians and who don't understand Christianity, and they just think that Christians are supposed to be perfect all the time. We aren't perfect. We serve a perfect God, but we are not perfect.
Because we're just human beings.
Exactly. And also, so what? Do you get negativity? Yes, we did get a lot of negativity, but as long as we stay true to each other, to our values, and to God, I don't think there's a problem with what we're doing. How do you guys deal with arguments or bickering in general? Firstly, Trevino and I are, as individuals, very, very, very stubborn. We are both very stubborn. We're both very hot-headed. We both always want to be right, even though I am right most of the time.
No!
You know, who's right most of the time?
This is becoming a big
Okay, but no, for real. Okay,
now.
no, but for real now. Who's right most of the time?
We both right.
Are we both right most of the time?
I think I'm proud of how far we've come. Which is realizing that when you have two personalities and it's like one's a tornado and one's a hurricane, someone has to calm down. And the one person, can you stop playing with your eyelash? The one person needs to realize that they have to sort of calm down. And then you find mutual ground. But you don't handle things when you're angry. You don't in the moment sort things out. Sometimes it's better to just walk away
and take a
few minutes, take a break, and then deal with it.
Also, I think that when you are in a relationship and you want to have a long-term relationship and you've been in a long-term relationship, I think something that's very important to know is it's not always about winning the argument. It's not always about who's right, even though I'm right. No, I'm joking.
Win the war, not the battle.
I'm joking. So it's not always about who's right. Sometimes you have to like put your pride aside and say,
it's hard, but you got to do it.
Maybe I wasn't wrong in the argument, but maybe what I said was wrong and it hurt his feelings. So I have to apologize. And at the end of the day, if I win an argument, what does that do? Because we're still both sour until the whole thing dies down.
And I need you.
What was the biggest hurdle that you guys have faced together thus far in your relationship, and how do you overcome it?
This pimple that I had in high school, it was like really, really bad.
So you can answer this question because you did give a good answer before this video. The biggest hurdle that we've had in our relationship.
Repeat the question.
What was the biggest hurdle that we've had in our relationship and how did we overcome it?
I think there's a lot of hurdles that you face as a couple, but the one that comes to mind actually is the one where the transition from being in high school or being in an environment where you sort of spoon-fed all the time and then facing the real world. Like the working environment and not being in school and not being able to spend sort of 8 hours a day together because now you're apart and you have to better manage your time and trust each other more as well. That's a big thing.
So Trevino and I started dating in grade 10. So we were together in grade 10, together grade 11, together matric.
It was 2008, babe.
It was 2010.
I'm joking.
So when you become like an adult and you're out of school, there's a lot of challenges. Apart from the fact that you don't get to spend as much time together, there's other things like going out with other people,
priorities,
having other priorities, but also having like the influence of other people in your relationship.
True.
Like for example, I'm trying to put this in a way that's not gonna expose people. Stop poking me. High school, we were all that we ever knew, for example.
True.
And then you get out of high school and you see that there's different people and there's other things to offer. And sometimes just ain't nobody cheated before everyone starts jumping, ain't no one cheated. There's just other people that start to interest you more than your partner, because you're learning how to spend time apart, but at the same time you really want to be together, but at the same time you have other commitments, you have life basically in general. So that was definitely one of the biggest hurdles on how to figure out that no matter where we go and no matter what we do, it is going to be him and I.
Yeah.
I'll have other guys.
You just called a G-Eazy song?
Yes. They broke up.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'll meet other guys in my life. He'll meet other girls in his life. But one of the things that I think that I learned from that time is, if you're looking for company from the opposite sex, don't ever confide. Don't ever confide in that person about your relationship, because that opens the door for them to think that they can get involved. And it's happened to us 4 times in 1 year. And it gives a
negative impression.
2 girls tried getting involved in our relationship. 2 guys tried getting involved in our relationship.
But this was a long time.
Long time, like 2013.
Yeah.
2013. But that's because we opened. Yeah, that's because we opened those doors where we thought that we could find friendship in the opposite sex, where we could confide in the opposite sex. Because at that time we were arguing a lot about like spending time together, because he was working and I was working. So definitely that was hard. And yeah, so sometimes you have to go through the fire to learn the lesson. So it took us twice on each side to figure out that, hey, you know what, this is dumb.
Some things are just not worth it.
Exactly. It will take time, and you have to go through things on your own sometimes, as an individual, as a couple. And
guys, males, brothers, dudes, trust your woman's instinct. It's important. I think if the Trevino today could talk to the Trevino back then, the one thing I would say is trust Selina more. And respect your woman's judgment as well. For some, it might seem dumb.
We know.
It might seem dumb, or it might seem unreasonable, but there's a lot of things, not everything, a lot of things that they say that if you had listened the first time, life would be easier.
Like for example, like girls know when another girl is being over friendly or being what she's not, like being way too extra. Like we know these things, and sometimes guys don't see. They're like, no, she's just a friend, blah blah.
And guys know when other guys are trying to step in your business.
I don't know, hey. I think guys just think every guy is trying to step in.
Nah, we know.
But yeah, I would say girls stand your ground, guys trust your woman's instinct. Young Selina something, what would it be about our relationship?
Give that boy your number. Invite him to your 16th.
I did invite you to my 16th.
You did not invite
I invited you to my 16th. I did. Babe, I know I invited you to my 16th because the whole night I was talking to everyone about you. Confide in Trevino. Don't look to confide in other guys. Confide in Trevino. You've been with him for 3 years. 3 years? Was it 3 years that time? 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 3 years.
I can't try that now.
You've been with him for 3 years, so confide in him and trust in him. And if you do need advice from someone else, go to a female that is family and that you trust, not another guy. Like, you don't necessarily need a guy's input when it comes to your guy.
Can we start naming and shaming him?
Yeah. You can name them, I'll edit it out.
No.
Hi, I think we have another question. When you guys getting married?
Still waiting for her to propose. Hey babe, when are you gonna propose?
No.
Bro, come on.
I told him when we were in Thailand, let's get married, and he said no. Okay, but I think, like, in all honesty,
should I answer?
Yeah, answer. Hey, don't do that, man. My mom and them watch this.
No,
what?
Dude, our language?
Our language. We have the language. Okay, tell them, you answer the question.
When are we getting married? Soon. Watch your space.
What is that?
The space that they need to watch.
So anyway, like we were saying before the memory card went off, we do have a timeline, and we achieved another goal. What do we have? We have a youth.
I think also we said that we wanted to be at a certain place career-wise,
financially,
and also study-wise, and also financially. It's important, I believe, that once you commit and get engaged and move away from your parents.
You can't live off your parents when you get
you
married.
gotta stand on your own 2 feet and have your own place. But we always said that, for example, by 26 we'd be married, right?
Yeah.
So which means even if we get engaged at 25,
which is next year,
don't expose our age.
Impose our age.
And then stay engaged for a year and then get married. That's cool. And by then I would say I'm very happy with how far we hold our achievements and stuff like that.
Yeah. So obviously the big one was to get the house, which we have now. But then another big thing for me is my degree. Not because I want to have a degree going into a marriage, that's just dumb and doesn't make any sense. But because I know, not only that, I know that I already really don't like studying. And to plan a wedding while I'm still in the process of having my degree, or to actually live together every single day and have like a marriage where you still have to like cook and stuff and things that our mothers don't do for us now, and do things that our mothers do for us now, it's just going to be very stressful for me to try and study and wife and husband and relationship.
But that's why I think also it's important you go into everything 50-50 and help each other and support each other.
Yeah, but you can't help me study out. As it is, I hate studying.
Yeah, but I mean the part of moving and stuff.
Yeah. Trainer cooked today, guys.
And it tasted bomb.
.com. We do have a plan of when we want to get married. We also have like goals and stuff that we want to achieve before then, because I don't know.
I think something that's also really important is someone asked me a question recently, and the fact that I hesitated, I knew the answer but I hesitated for a few seconds, made me think, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Not in South Africa.
Good, because that was my answer as well. But the thing is, it reminded me that you always gotta have goals, ambitions, and daily you gotta know these things, monthly, yearly, track them.
Yeah, do you know what's so funny that I just realized now? For people out of a relationship, if they ask us that question, they'll be like, oh, so what about Selina? Oh, what about Trevino? But you and I know where we see each other as a couple in 5 years.
Yeah, that's
but like
important.
the bigger picture is not in South Africa, but we know like the intimate details of where we want to be in our relationship, with our lives and stuff.
I could be anywhere in the world as long as I got you. Oh, that face.
Okay, last question. What's the most important point in your relationship?
Most important point?
I think that we discussed that in the previous thing about you have to know God.
Yeah, Jesus is the glue, man.
Hallelujah. Like, no matter what you go through, like I said, He's not just my God. He's not just my Father. He's not going to do things just for me and not care about Trevino. Like, we are His children. He's always going to do what's the best for us. So definitely putting God at the center and focusing on Him. And putting God at the center doesn't mean I have my spiritual life, He has his spiritual life, I pray when I want to, He reads the Bible when He wants to. It also means coming together as a unit and praying and worshiping and reading the Bible and encouraging each other with the Word and fellowshipping with each other over the Word. It's definitely having a full-on relationship with God and having God like the glue of the relationship, the thread of the clothes of the relationship.
Nice.
I'll link that video. What was it? The relationship blueprint. I'll link that video. Her. I think it will be here. Wait. Or will it be on that side? Okay, the video will be linked somewhere. Final closing words on relationship advice, since I always feel like I just talk so much, but in real life you are the one that talks a lot. Yes, I'm the quiet one in real life. You're the one that talks a lot.
That's because you talkative once people get to know you, or once you're comfortable around people.
I'm comfortable around my people. All 605 of them.
We haven't officially sorted this out.
What?
Am I a Bella?
If you subscribe to my channel, then you are.
Yes, I am. And I have.
Oh,
so closing words, advice in a one-liner or two-liner on relationships in general and how people can stay together and grow and support each other and be successful.
Trust and love God. Trust and love your partner, obviously. And you are worth being loved. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of having a good relationship. Don't let other people influence and be involved in your relationship too much, because at the end of the day, no one knows.
It's gone.
At the end of the day, no one knows what's happening between Trisella except Trisella and Jesus, obviously.
Word.
That's not a word. Fine, I'll put that down. I'm a loser.
I like the way you sum that up. Also, trust is key. And you're never ever really gonna 100% trust someone, but each day just try a bit more.
It's flashing red. So if you want to see another video with Trevino and I, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow us and follow both of us on social media. Let us know what other videos you want us to do together, and don't forget to subscribe.
Bye
guys.